Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Brian the Horror Punk here for a best and worst of 2024 films in my collection. Everything in front of me I purchased last year. Most of them I have seen. A couple of them I have yet to get to, but I was debating on splitting this up into two videos, which I still might. Well, actually I probably won't, considering I'm keep putting it off, so I'll just put it into one video. So I'm going to start off with a banger. Some people didn't like it, but a lot of people enjoyed it. We got Terrifier 3 here on the 4K Blu-ray combo pack. I saw it. I haven't watched this yet. I saw it in the theater. I enjoyed it overall. There's a few scenes in there I thought it was kind of dragging, but kind of like the last one. But yeah, I had fun with it. Different artwork underneath. Did you guys enjoy Terrifier 3? Leave your comments down below. Kind of like the scene. The opening scene was you know, crazy, but I think the scene I liked the most was probably the one in the mall. But anyway, I won't get into that. That's craziness as it is. Plus I have a lot to go through too, so. Second one here I'm going to talk about is Deer Camp 86. Didn't blow me away, honestly. It was okay for a kind of like a supernatural horror film. I mean, it had its moments. I didn't hate the film. I thought it was just okay. So it just gets the mediocrity in my opinion for that one. Next up is another film that I actually watched in the theater with a friend of mine. This is Alien Romulus. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I do enjoy this slipcover a lot too, with the way the face hugger stands out. Same artwork underneath. Yeah, visual effects were really cool in here. It does kind of tie in to the other Alien films just a little bit. Yeah, I enjoyed it overall. Okay, now we gotta talk about this movie. This was kind of a train wreck of a movie. We have Afraid with John Cho and Keith Carradine. What can I say good about this film? It had potential, but yeah, I would say avoid this. You're not going to be afraid watching it. Actually, the only thing you're afraid of is how much money you're going to drop on this release. So yeah, I don't recommend this one too much. It says it comes with a digital code. I bought it new. It never came with a digital code, so I was just like, whatever. So Columbia Pictures and Blumhouse and Sony, y'all owe me a digital, but I think I'm good. I think I'm good there. Next up, we have Lisa Frankenstein. It's like a coming of age, like love story, kind of with a little bit of horror mixed in. I thought it was cute. I enjoyed it. It's a cute little horror comedy, romance comedy. Here's the back if you guys want to look at it. I didn't really watch any of the special features on here, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought Catherine Newton did a really good job in here. Cole Sprouse, he didn't really talk a lot, but his acting was fine, so pretty good. Highly recommend that one. Next up, we have A24 film. I Saw the TV Glow. This is a weird one. Now, some people put it in the horror category. I wouldn't. It's not even it's kind of like a thriller, but not really. I don't know what genre I would put this in. It says it's a coming of age story and generational horror, but even then I was just like, it's not really a horror film in my opinion. But I enjoyed it nonetheless. It's really weird too. Like the scenes here with the ice cream truck, and then the what is it? There's a, yeah, I'll show you the little art cards it comes with. So there's your main character grown up, and there he is as a child. The scene with the the neck tattoo is kind of strange, but it does go with what's going on in the movie. I don't remember this. I don't remember that scene. And everything falls. And then we got this girl here. And then the weird ice cream man. He's only in there for like 2 minutes, so it's weird. But yeah, those are your art cards. Let me grab that real quick. And then there's your disc art. This is a Blu-ray. There is no, at least from my understanding, if there is a 4K, I think it's just, actually, I don't believe if there was a 4K of it, to be honest. I think it was just a Blu-ray. This is going to take a little while to put back, so I will just do that for now. I can get it back in there. Alright, we'll put that aside. In a violent nature, I thought y'all were overhyping it just a little bit. I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the film. But as far as people saying it was really, really good, I mean, I can understand. The kills were really cool. Yeah, I do agree with that. But, yeah, I don't know. The cinematography was really good, too. But it's just the guy, Johnny, just walking around. There's no, like, real dialogue. Kind of got bored. But, I mean, I thought it was okay. I don't know if I'll watch it again anytime soon, but your boy Johnny here, I guess he's been resting for 60 years, and then somebody takes his takes his locket, and then they wake him up and he wants it back, so he just kills everybody that comes between him and getting it back. So it's kind of a weird plot, but obviously the yoga kill scene was awesome. Obviously a couple other killing scenes were pretty cool too, but when it comes down to it, am I really going to revisit this anytime soon? Probably not. And of course, can't go wrong with Lauren Marie Taylor. She is in at the end of the film. Her acting was good. I can't say anything bad about her. Next up, this one kind of surprised me. I've heard all the negative reviews on this one. I watched it myself. I enjoyed it. For a PG-13 horror film, we have Tarot. Basically, it's about a group of friends. They're on vacation at some house, and they get bored, so they want to look around the house. Well, there's this, I think it's the basement is blocked off and it's locked, and it says do not enter. Well, they go down there and they F around and find out that you really shouldn't do that, especially you find tarot cards there, and they say you shouldn't use other people's decks, they should get your own deck. Well, they use this old deck of cards and they unleash this this lady who had cursed the cards previously before she got burned alive, and now she's back to kill and get revenge on everybody. It was predictable. It had some good kills. Now, if it was rated R, it would have been a lot better in my opinion, but I do like the artwork on the disc too. Let me show that. Really cool artwork on the disc. And yes, they did put a digital inside. So that was nice of Sony to remember to put it in this one. I guess they knew that this was better than Afraid, I guess. All right, another one that people are very divisive on, but I enjoyed it in the theater with my brother. We have Beetlejuice. I got the glow-in-the-dark steelbook. I haven't opened it yet, but I enjoyed this film a lot. Like, do I like it more than the original? No, not at all. This is a lot better, actually. I think I do have the OG right here too, so pretty cool to have them side by side. But yeah, this isn't too bad of a film. Yes, there's a lot going on, and I think I do agree with some people that the return of his ex-wife Dolores, it's like she's there, and it goes into a little bit of detail about what happened back in the day between the two of them, but yeah, I don't know. But who's your favorite character? Mine's Bob. I like Bob. Bob was fun. So yeah. All right, the next three, actually hang on here, I think, hang on a second. I think two of these came out in 2023, but they were released in 2024 on physical. So I'm gonna go with this one first because I know this came out in 2024. I bought the standard version and watched it. Thought it was okay, and I forgot I had bought the deluxe edition from Terrivision, but it is what it is. We got Frogman. It says the croaks are no hoax. It's a found footage film about this guy who he wants to see Frogman when he was a kid. He does come across him, and then years later when he's an adult, he wants to go back and prove to everybody that he did see Frogman when he was a kid. And people are like, no, it's the total hoax, and it turns out not to be a hoax. So yeah, good beginning and good ending, but the middle was kind of just like whatever. Like they didn't really know what they were doing. So I like banter and like hanging out and stuff. I came with this nice little postcard too, so I thought that was cool. One of my favorite directors of all time, at least. He's got fun movies that I enjoy, but nonetheless, I saw this at a screening at one of my local theaters in 2023, I believe. Yeah, I met Chris and Melissa. This is Out There Halloween Mega Tape, also known as WNUF Halloween Special 2. This is a fun watch, definitely. It's kind of like a compilation of different things going on on TV, but it's a Halloween special. Really good. And they come with another postcard. This is for one of the anchors, or one of the reporters from the first film, Frank Stewart. And I know this movie came out in 2023, but this is a 2024 release, 4K Blu-ray from Second Sight. I will always defend this movie. A lot of people thought it was overrated. I enjoyed the hell out of it. This is Late Night with the Devil. I've yet to watch it on 4K, but I watched it a couple times already on my other release. yeah, region free 4K disc, region B Blu-ray disc. If you guys enjoyed Late Night with the Devil, let me know in the comments. Basically, it's Halloween night in 1977. They're trying to boost their viewing figures for this late night show. So they bring on this, they want to do the first live possession. And it goes horribly wrong. And they make a lot of, it does save the show, but the ending is kind of like open for like, did everybody, you know, whatever. But yeah, I enjoyed that one quite a bit too. Alright, now the next stack here is everything I just watched this week to catch up. Most of them I enjoyed, some of them not so much. So I'm going to start with one of the better ones, in my opinion, Longlegs, with Micah Monroe, and of course Nicolas Cage plays Longlegs. Serial killer film from Neon. Same thing underneath. No digital code, which is obviously, it's Neon, so it doesn't really come with anything. But they both discs look exactly the same. This is an Osgood Perkins film. I've seen a couple of his other films over the years. I dug it. Basically, it's about an FBI agent. She's in pursuit of a serial killer, uncovers a series of occult clues that she must solve to end his terrifying killing spree. This movie's wild. Like, there's twists and turns. And then you find out who is entangled with everything. Yeah, I recommend it. I mean, it's not my favorite of the stack, but it's pretty solid. Now, here's one that's not so good. I bought it thinking it looked really good, and then I found out who the director was, and then I've seen one of his other films and I didn't enjoy it, but the lead actress in that one I enjoyed is in this one, and I enjoyed her in this as well. We have Grandma, directed by Bobby Knipp Jr. He directed Woke. Y'all know how I feel about Woke. It was like an alien movie, but it had a lot of other things going on in it. This one's a little bit better than that. Basically, this is kind of, it does have Texas Chainsaw vibes to it, but there are no chainsaws in this film. It's just knives and like hand saws. Basically, this girl buys a bed and breakfast in the boonies, but she didn't know the backstory to it. Basically, Grandma and her family were a bunch of cannibals. They ran a bed and breakfast. The guests checked in, but they never checked out because they would end up killing them and putting them in the food. And yeah, apparently she died. And then years later, this girl bought the bed and breakfast, but the restaurant was, you know, demolished or whatever, so it's just the house. And there's someone living there wearing like an old woman mask. Turns out it's Grandma's son. Yeah, it's Grandma's son killing everybody that tries to take the house away from the family or whatever. A lot of cool kills in here. A lot of, like I said, a lot of vibes of Texas Chainsaw. There's a scene in there where Grandma pulls the girl into the shed, and it kind of has the same as like from when Leatherface is pulling the girl back in the house from the first film. And there's another scene in there where a guy sits down and eats a banana and he gets killed. Kind of like, what is that? Friday the 13th 4, I believe, is the one where the girl's sitting there waiting to get picked up, and she's eating her banana and she gets her throat slit. Has the same vibe to it. It's a little bit different though. But anyway, do I recommend it? No, not at all. Unless you like shot on video films, which I do, but this one's just okay. But it's the worst in the stack so far. 73 minutes. It says it has all these stars in it, like Brink Stevens, Michelle Bauer, Deborah Dutch, and Courtney LaCara. And they have names too in the credits, but they're only shown in the beginning of the film for like 2 seconds. So they're really not in the film. They're just there for like B-roll. So it's just like whatever. Whatever. Excuse me. Take a coffee break. All right. Next up is something that I really enjoyed, and I thought I would. I was told to check it out. And I'm a fan of Kyle Gallner. So we have Strange Darling with, what's the girl's name? Willa Fitzgerald. And then it also has Ed Begley Jr. and Barbara Hershey in it. This movie is wild. It's also not filmed in sequential order. It's split up in 6 chapters, but they go like 6, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5. There's a lot going on in this film. Basically, you have this, well, I'm going to read the back. It doesn't really tell you anything, though. Nothing is what it seems when a twisted one-night stand spirals into a serial killer's vicious murder spree. Basically, you think one person is the killer, but it's not. It's the other person that's the killer. I'm not going to get into it with you because that would spoil the whole movie. But, yeah, really cool. And highly recommend it. Strange Darling. Watch it. I don't really care for the whole Rotten Tomatoes thing. It would look better without it. There is a 4K of this overseas, but the Blu-ray was just fine. I don't think you really need a special edition of it. But if you enjoyed it enough, you probably would. I don't know. I'm on the fence of picking that up. But for right now, I'll just keep the Blu-ray. Stop motion. This is a hell of a trip of a movie. Probably not something I'd watch again, though, unfortunately. Basically, it's about this stop motion animator. She's struggling. She's got issues with, obviously, her mother passed away. I think she's got some drug problems, too, from what I remember. It just, all this stuff around her just gives her, like, a really bad, like, anxiety, and it just pulls her into her own, like, stop motion animation, and it's really freaking weird. But yeah, it was okay. I don't know if I'd watch it again, but I thought it was okay. Y'all said this was a good movie. I thought it was average at best. Immaculate. Yeah. I'm not really a huge fan of religious horror. I have a few favorites, but it's not my favorite subgenre of horror. Basically, you get Sydney Sweeney here. She is an American nun. She's staying in the Italian countryside in this church. Apparently she's a virgin, but she ends up getting pregnant. They think it's a blessing from the Lord or whatever, and there's a lot going on in the church that she doesn't, there's a lot of bad things going on in the church. She finds out about it, so she tries to leave, and yeah, the ending is like the best part of the movie, in my opinion. But check it out if you want, but it's not something I would probably keep in my collection, unfortunately. All right, I got 2 more here, and then I have a stack of stuff I'm going to show that I still need to watch. Kevin Smith's 4:30 movie. Really good, like, coming of age, like, It is kind of a comedy, but it's also just like a coming-of-age drama. You get, basically, this is kind of like what happened to Kevin Smith when he was in high school. You get Brian David here. He loves movies like me. He's always quoting movies. And his two friends here, I forget their names. This guy's kind of a jerk. This guy's like the guy that tries to keep the sanity between the two of them. And this is Melody, Brian's crush or whatever. They do get together though. Spoiler alert. He asks her on a date to go to the movies at 4:30, and a lot goes on. She can't make it. She ends up going later in the day. So you get to deal with these three delinquents getting into trouble, and the manager of the theater is Ken Jeong. He's hilarious, stupid, but that's his character. And they want to go into this R-rated film, but they like to purchase tickets for a rated PG film, and then like to just jump around and sneak into other showings. But anyway, that's a fun watch. It's got a lot of side characters showing up from Kevin Smith's previous films. Obviously, Justin Long, Rosario Dawson, Jason Biggs, Jason Mewes, Dietrich Bader, is it Rachel Dretch also? She's in here too. A lot of people from previous Kevin Smith films, SNL. It's fun. It's a fun movie. Highly recommend it. And then the one I watched wasn't last night, it was the night before last. Blink Twice. Yeah, this movie's wild as well. But I enjoyed all the characters in here, how they portrayed everybody. I'm not familiar with the lead actress, Naomi Aki. I looked up her IMDb, and it's only one thing I would recognize her in would be the last Star Wars film, but I never watched that one because I heard it was terrible. But anyway, Channing Tatum meets a cocktail waitress played by Naomi, and they really hit it off, and then he invites her to join him and his friends at a private island for a vacation. And that's where everything just goes downhill from there for her. She brings her friend with her, and things go horribly wrong. There's, I kind of want to say it's kind of like a cult thing going on there. I won't really get into it though. I'll give it away the whole movie. But yeah, some really good kills here. What's the other girl's name that I enjoyed? I think her name is Adria Arjona, the other lead character. Well, she's not a lead character at first. She ends up getting a lead character toward the end of the film. But yeah, both of them are really good in here. Channing Tatum is Channing Tatum. Christian Slater, obviously. Kyle MacLachlan's character is really dumb. And then Gina Davis is kooky as ever. So yeah, really good movie. Highly recommend that one. So that's everything that I've watched from 2024 from my what I can think of anyway at the moment. So here is my stack of things I have watched or I've seen in the theater over the last year. And then y'all gonna start yelling at me because this little stack here are movies I didn't get around to watching because I watch other movies, older movies, reissues and whatnot. So, yep. Maxine, haven't watched it yet. Don't yell at me. Kill. Sting. The only DVD in this stack because I bought it used. Speak No Evil, Trap, The Watchers. I opened this one thinking I was gonna watch it the other night, and I didn't get around to watching it. Cuckoo, The First Omen, Deadpool and Wolverine, and lastly Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. So that's pretty much everything that I remember picking up from last year, and hey, at least I watched most of them. So you guys let me know, out of this stack here, what I need to watch first and what should I just avoid altogether. So leave your comments down below. Thanks for watching. Sorry it's like over half an hour, and I'll see you guys probably tomorrow when I film the end of the week haul, which is going to be really small. Take care. See ya.